You all really liked how we kicked it off last week, so let's do the same thing. It is week 37. Let's take a look back at week 36 to check out the most expensive home sold, the least expensive home sold, and of course a home that sold as close to median home price that we had out here in Temecula. Starting with our most expensive home sold in Temecula last week, we definitely have something special on deck this week. We are jumping out to Duluth to check out a home that was built in 1988 but fully remodeled, and let me tell you, this one is dialed in. This one sold for $1,805,000 and it had an original list price of $1,825,000, and it was only on the market for 2 days. So what are we looking at? We are checking out a 4,019 square foot property with 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and an oversized detached garage with 3 stalls. I don't know about you, but I love how they brought this one into the 21st century with the white paint and the natural wood tones throughout the house. And then they definitely elevated it with just enough luxury with those accent walls, those fixtures, and the tile work in the bathrooms. And oh my gosh, look at that view from the pool. At $1.8 million, this was definitely a steal. The rolling 30-day median home price out here in Temecula ticked up roughly 5% last week, coming in at $729,000. The home that we're going to be checking out sold for $745,000, and we are going to be jumping into the southeast side of Red Hawk. Now, these 3-story homes are definitely unique to Red Hawk, but I do think that they have some good curb appeal. This is a 3,777 square foot home with 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and a 2-car attached garage. And this is all sitting on roughly a 5,700 square foot lot, which is relatively small for Red Hawk. But as you can see, we are looking at roughly a builder standard home. So we have the coriander countertops, we have the original tile floors, but it does look like they ripped out the carpet and added in some laminate flooring at some point in the recent past. This one's in a great part of town, and with that footprint, with some updates, you definitely are going to see an upside on this property. And man, Red Hawk definitely saw some action this week, because for our least expensive home, we are jumping into Auberry Place, and we should be familiar with this one at this point because we have seen a ton of properties from this community. This is a condo community, again, in the southeast side of Red Hawk. Now, this one sold for $560,000, and we are looking at a 1,672 square foot condo with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a 2-car attached garage. And this one is nicely upgraded and backs up against that green belt, so you have no neighbors behind you and you have amazing views of the hills. This one was definitely brought to the market in turnkey condition, which is exactly what buyers are looking for in this current market. A few things that I would address as a new owner would be updating those kitchen cabinets, updating the kitchen countertops, changing out the banister, and then adjusting the flooring upstairs. The condos that back up to the green strip don't come up very often, so I'm glad that these new homeowners fought for this one, coming in $11,000 over ask. This was a great purchase. So what is going on in the real estate market? Well, not much. Things have remained relatively flat over the last few weeks, but that's okay because we've still seen a good amount of activity for the amount of inventory that we have on the market. Now, we saw an absolute wash on closed and pending sales, with pending sales increasing roughly 9% and closed sales decreasing roughly 9%. We did see days on market tick up by 1 day, but I don't think that's going to make or break anything. Inventory levels are stable around that 200 mark, and pricing is absolutely stable. So we're seeing good indicators all around and good activity all around for the amount of inventory that we have on the market. Now, that wraps up our week 36 look back. Thank you for tuning in to check out the most expensive home sold, the least expensive home sold, and of course the home that sold as close to median home price that we had out here in Temecula. Until next week, keep smiling.